The OnePlus 13 flagship is a hot topic in the tech industry these days, and for a good reason. The recently announced flagship promises to take popular brands with a storm in typical OnePlus fashion, and the Pixel 9 Pro XL is one of the potential victims. Today, we're gonna pit these two against each other in a preliminary comparison, and even though we know everything about the OnePlus 13, the usual caveat applies here as well. Though we need to finish our review and populate this comparison with samples and benchmarks for a final verdict. The OnePlus 13 is expected to make a global debut sometime in January, probably alongside the Galaxy S25 series. It's 2024 and the smartphone industry is finally moving towards flatness, so to speak. The era of aggressively curved screens seems to be coming to an end, and even Chinese brands now seem to take notes and flatten their pancakes, metaphorically speaking. The design of the OnePlus 13 is already official, as the company itself teased the flagship in an official video, and the phone also made rounds in a strange gaming event in China prior to launching in its full glory on October 31st. So the OnePlus 13 follows the same design language of its predecessors, only with a flatter screen and an offset circular camera bump on the back. The size and weight of the OnePlus 13 are almost identical to the Pixel 9 Pro XL, down to a fraction of a millimeter. The OnePlus 13 is 10 or so grams lighter, but both phones come pretty close. The experience is different though, as the OnePlus 13 is still rounded on the back, while the Pixel 9 Pro XL is now pretty edgy. Speaking of which, Google made a substantial design turn with the Pixel 9 series, moving to flat sides and overall more angular design, as well as a separate camera bump that sticks out quite a bit. Speaking of colors, here are the color variants of both models. The OnePlus 13 is available in White Dawn, Blue Moment, and Obsidian Black, while the Pixel 9 Pro XL is available in Hazel, Obsidian, Porcelain, and Rose Quartz. The OnePlus 13 is rocking a 6.8-inch LTPO AMOLED display with a peak brightness of 4,500 nits and 1,600 nits in high brightness mode. The Pixel 9 Pro XL, on the other hand, sports one of the brightest panels we've ever tested. It's again 6.8-inch LTPO with real-life brightness of 2,052 nits. Qualcomm already announced the next flagship chip, the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Sorry, change in the naming scheme in the last minute, so no Gen 4, you guys. We've some leaked Geekbench 6 results, but we won't put them in our official table still, as we need to run those in our lab. But we're pretty sure the new Snapdragon 8 Elite inside the OnePlus 13 will wipe the floor with the Tensor G4, at least when it comes to synthetic benchmarks. The cited sources of around 3,000 single and 9,000 multi-core performance in Geekbench 6 are way above what the Pixel 9 Pro XL was able to output in our test. The RAM situation is more complex than it probably needs to be. The OnePlus 13 is available with several different memory configurations, starting with 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage as a base, going all the way up to 24 GB of RAM. The latter is a bit of overkill. Who needs that much RAM? But anyway, it is what it is. The Pixel 9 Pro XL has 16 GB RAM on board and starts at 128 GB storage. The camera section is nothing without samples, and we don't have those at the moment, so we'll just list the specs for now. For the Pixel 9 Pro XL, as it already survived the camera benchmark, the phone comes with a triple camera system on its back, consisting of a 50MP main sensor under a lens with f1.7 aperture, another 48MP ultra-wide camera, and yet another high-res 48MP telephoto with a periscope zoom system capable of 5x optical zoom. The OnePlus 13 sports a very similar triple camera system with three 50MP sensors, wide, ultra-wide, and a periscope telephoto with 3x optical zoom. There's one technology that keeps holding humanity back: its batteries. Thankfully, companies like Honor try to innovate and develop this technology that dates back to the middle of the last century. The new silicone carbon batteries are already here, and we're moving towards 6,000 mAh in capacity for thin and elegant flagship phones. The OnePlus 13 is the latest flagship from China to come with a silicone carbon battery, and thanks to that tech, it has a 6,000 mAh capacity. The Pixel 9 Pro XL, on the other hand, sports a relatively modest 5,060 mAh battery. So which one should you buy? This depends on so many factors. This year's Pixels are probably the most thought out and polished flagships Google has dished out so far, but they are still pretty, let's say, specific in certain areas. When it comes to raw power, the Tensor G4 is still not there yet, and there are quirks here and there in the software. The OnePlus 13 promises to topple all that in typical OnePlus fashion while keeping the price down. The phone comes with the fastest Snapdragon chipset out there, a huge battery, and an ample camera system.